To sell any car in the Forza Horizon 4 auction
for 20 million credits, forgot to say that,
is actually quite simple, but to be able to do this, we need to be either a legendary painter or a legendary tuner. And to get there, I'm gonna tell you all the strategies during the video, and at the end of the video, the best step-by-step you will take with each car to get there as quickly as possible. The theory is pretty easy. To sell your car for 20 million credits, you need players to download either your tunes or your designs. And this is where the theories begin. Some say you need to accumulate downloads until you get to level 20.
If you're painting, you become a legendary painter. If you're tuning, you become a legendary tuner.
While others say your level doesn't matter.
And by accumulating 50,000 downloads alone of liveries or tunes, you can sell for 20 million credits.
Some, still, say that both are the same thing. What matters is that you make liveries that players wanna download and tunes that players wanna use. Once you can finally sell for 20 million credits, first put your design or tune in the car and then sell that car at auction for 20 million. But which designs do players wanna use? And which tunes they wanna download? To find out, let's take a peek at the real world. Celebrities from all around the globe are always looking for the next way to flex.
Having the rarest supercars in the world is enough for some, but for others, the best way to do this is to have a unique paint job to make the car stand out. When fans see this, they are dying to have their own. Speaking from experience, what is the satisfaction of opening the game and finding a paint job that you wanted so bad? DJs, YouTubers, influencers, actors, singers, rappers. If you follow any famous person and they announce a new car or rap, do it in Forza and share it as soon as you can. A good tip is to put the celebrity's name as the name of the livery, so more people can find it. Not to mention that when someone recognizes the car in online mode, they immediately feel a connection with you. But that is not the only way. Players also want variety. Therefore, other paints that work well are simple colors. I found this out when making a simple purple paint job for my McLaren P1 and receiving lots of downloads. Often the person buys a car and wants it, for example, yellow. But when you look at the factory colors, there's only white, black, silver, light gray, dark gray, in-between gray, and if you're lucky, blue. So they do what anyone would do and go looking at the shared designs to see if someone treated us to some extra colors. The point is that many times there is no color, only complex and racing designs. So here's your chance. Make some basic colors that people want but are just not available. To make it even easier, here are some colors and their codes for you to simply copy to as many cars as you can and share them. Warm yellow, a popular color that came in legends like the Honda S2000. Lime green, a vivid color that made its appearance in the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. Aqua blue, catches the eye and younger players absolutely love it. Hot pink, the color is striking and that alone is enough. Purple, the only car that offered this color, as far as I know, is the Plymouth Barracuda. Red, it's a classic racing color that every Ferrari fanboy wears. And orange, famous in the Huracan Performante.
If you like that I even gave you the color recipes, you can choose to like the video.
After you make these colors, you can experiment with some metallic versions of them that many people will also want. In addition to the colors, I have already found several paint jobs that start in one color at the front of the car and evolve through a gradient to another color at the rear. Players seem to love these too, and if you have any idea how they are made, you are likely to be already a legendary painter yourself anyway. To finish the design section, you can try to make liveries of iconic race cars. If you have a classic racing legend in mind or are excited about a new racing team, you can try painting a livery for it in the game. Of course, there's no use doing it if someone has already shared one for this car and team combination. So, if you're gonna try to make any racing livery, make them for the new cars added to the game recently. which you can usually find in the festival playlist every single week. With that, we are finished in the painting strategies and move on to the tuning ones. Don't worry, because it's so easy that you need to have zero experience with it. The best for tuning is also to make them for new cars only. Once you choose one, you can do one of two types of tunes for the car.
You either modify to top speed or sheer track performance. The first is the easiest of all.
Simply pop all the upgrades in the car, including engine swaps and 4-wheel drive. Just buy every upgrade and crank it up to 11. Then you share it and you're done. It is always a good idea to name it according to the purpose of the tune. For example, maximum speed or fast.
So, if you have some tuning knowledge or desire to learn, you can try to make the best cars for the track for the following classes: S2, S1, and A, which are the most popular respectively. Now that you know all the design and tune strategies, here's the icing on the cake. What I'm gonna present you now is the best step-by-step that you're gonna take to level up as quickly as possible, either as a painter or a tuner, and get the most amount of downloads. For this, the first step is crucial. Set an alarm to 10:30 AM Eastern or 7:30 AM Pacific for every Thursday.
At that time every week, Forza Horizon 4 releases the new season, and that includes the new cars that come to the game that week.
These are the cars that give us the opportunity to level up quickly.
So, every time it's 2:30 PM GMT on a Thursday, you'll be notified.
At that exact moment, you'll know it's time to run to the game and make money.
Inside Forza, you go straight to the festival playlist and find the event that gives you the new car freshly added to the game. Then, win the championship or complete the objective to get your hands on the car as soon as possible.
The sooner you get the car, the greater are the chances that you will be the first to share both your tunes and your designs, and therefore you'll be the chosen by the players. Being the first one, you're the only one. That means players are forced to download what you share or stick with the factory colors. Right after getting the new car, you'll follow this step by step.
First of all, go to the workshop and upgrade every aspect of your car, including changing the engine to reach the highest top speed, and share it right away with the appropriate name. For example, fastest or straight line speed.
At this point, you should be already getting some downloads.
The second step is to make the basic colors. I already gave you the exact color values. Just go back in the video if you didn't write it down.
Make all the basic colors and share them with the respective names. That way, whoever searches for them will find them. At this point, you have ensured that many players will download your content.
If you want to, you are free to share your tunes and design codes here in the comments of this video. You can put as many as you want.
The comment section is for y'all to help each other.
Once this is done, do the metallic and fade colors if you know how to make them or you manage to make some, and move on to the next step.
Finally, you can make the most complex paint jobs.
I would start with the celebrity cars, then YouTubers cars, and finally race cars. Always if no one has done the same before.
Be very careful though to not use the forbidden symbols, such as the imperialist flag of the Japanese army. It's so forbidden it's making burp. The imperialist flag of the Japanese army. If you haven't seen it yet, Forza has banned and is still banning whoever uses certain symbols in their designs. That includes the white flag with the red circle in the center and the rays shooting out of it. So just keep in mind these guidelines whenever you're painting. For a complete guide of everything you cannot use, I left a link in the description. If you're money you're after, there are several easier ways to make it. This is the 100 million credit method. The one down there is the sniping technique. This third method is how to make FP in exchange for credits, and if you have liked the content, you can support me on Patreon and get 4K car wallpapers.
And that's about it.